after that, guys, for the Bellator MMA Bantamweight Championship, Juan Archuleta and Sergio Pettis. This is a really good fight. We got 33.5 years old, Juan Archuleta, a little bit taller, and then the same inch ratio right there. A very, very even fight in my opinion. I'm not really too sure what the betting odds are right here. So minus 145 and then a plus 124. A really, really close fight on the betting odds right there. I mean, Juan Archuleta and Sergio Pettis both have really, really good striking with some good submission in the bottom as well. Amazing takedown defense from Juan Archuleta. We saw him in his last fight with Patchy Mace. He looked really, really good in the grappling and wrestling defense against Patchy Mace, who has a lot of submission wins on his record so far. If you go way, way down here, 11 knockout wins and 13 decision wins. He's trying to get the fight in the feet, and he's trying to get a knockout or win the fight by decision. Sergio Pettis, 20 wins and 5 losses. You go way, way down here, not a finisher, 3 knockout wins, 4 submission wins, and 13 decision wins. His main way to win the fight, make it a technical striking fight, and win the fight by decision. And then obviously Juan Archuleta is trying to get the knockout in the first or second round. It should be a really, really good fight right here. Juan Archuleta, in my opinion, will have the cardio advantage and will be more likely to go all 5 rounds in this main event right here. Amazing head movement from both fighters. They both have a really, really good head movement. Has some decent power with his jab, and then that straight overhand left. I mean, that is an amazing strike, and that Juan Archuleta takes advantage of in every single one of his fights. Has achieved more than half of his wins coming by finish, mainly my KO TKO in the first or second round. A nasty right hand to the body and left cage to the body as well. Good submission defense and very strong wrestling game as well, and amazing ground and pound as well. I mean, it's a close fight. I mean, it could go either way. Who is going to have the better striking, in my opinion, will win the fight. I don't really think we'll see much grappling, much wrestling from either fighter right here. But Sergio Pettis, very solid takedown defense of 70%. Good wrestling of his own with 40% takedown accuracy and amazing striking accuracy of 70% right here. Not a powerful fighter with only 4 knockout wins on his record so far. But really, really technical striker. Again, not going to have the cardio advantage over Archuleta in the fight. Not necessarily going to have the strength advantage over Archuleta in the fight. Archuleta just needs to pour on that pressure on Sergio Pettis, get his back to the cage, and that's where he will have the advantage right here. Sergio Pettis is a very technical striker, and at range might have a slight advantage right there. But Juan Archuleta, if he can kind of close the distance and make it more of a close fight in the clinch, he could probably win the fight by decision or get a knockout in the first or second round. And then solid grappling submissions from the bottom as well. And a very fast, durable striker, only being knocked out once in his pro MMA career. It's going to be a good fight. It's going to be a really, really close fight in the bantamweight division for the bantamweight belt right here in the main event. In a 5-round fight. 5-round, guys. Juan Archuleta, his cardio is amazing. I think the first, second, third rounds are going to be really, really close. But in the 4th and 5th round, if it does go to the 4th and 5th round, Juan Archuleta will come back and look amazing in those later rounds right here because he's amazing, amazing cardio. And his striking is also really, really good. Amazing power in his hands with 11 wins or 10 wins on his record. Coming by KO TKO. Really good power in his hands as well. Good kicks from both fighters as well. Sergio Pettis also has some really, really good striking and some really good head movement as well. Man, it's a close fight. It's a really, really close fight. This is one fight I probably wouldn't bet on the fight. It's just such a close technical striking fight. Could go either way. Just who's gonna have the better night on the day of the fight for Bellator 288, and I think that person will be Juan Archuleta. He's a little bit stronger of a fighter in the clinch, a little bit more powerful. I think that pressuring of Juan Archuleta against the cage of Sergio Pettis will be a humongous advantage for Juan Archuleta in the fight. At range, I think Sergio Pettis will have a slight advantage, but that little advantage is nowhere near the advantage in the clinch, in the power, in the strength that Juan Archuleta will have in the clinch and in the pressuring abilities from Juan Archuleta in the fight. So in the overall, this fight will stay mostly in the clinch, and overall 100% will stay in the striking game or in the clinch game in the fight. So overall, I will be going Juan Archuleta to go out there and possibly get a knockout in the second round, but most likely win the fight by 49-46 unanimous decision for the Bellator MMA bantamweight champion right here. But 100% I have Juan Archuleta winning the fight by unanimous decision.